Peace, my family, and viral back to all. Those coming out of that good cocoon for the first time, welcome. This is your girl, the butterfly. We about to take off. Let's fly. Just want to send you all that good healing energy your way. Peace, love, happiness, harmony, and abundance. Hope you guys are out there keeping your mind right in that good mind. How y'all feeling today? Hope you guys most definitely moving on up in your higher natures and cleansing. Oh yeah. Cleansing the lows. I came here today to express, and this is the first time opening experience part 2. Again, family, when you're going on a good journey within, you have to learn how to trust the journey. And I'm sharing this because I know many people may be wondering, how to open your third eye and all that, or your first eye, how to open, and I'm just sharing my experience, so maybe you can learn from it, right? And it's not about, particularly sometimes how to open it, right? Because if you are following instructions and taking care of your inner being, which means taking care of yourself out here, and you're studying, you're reading the right knowledge books through time, when they feel like you're ready, they will open your third eye, your first eye. So it's very important to just be encouraged, right? And press on and keep going. Because no matter what nobody say, you can't take away from someone's experience, right? And when you begin to speak the truth and share what you know and your experiences, again, family, we can all learn from each other. So again, as long as you keep doing what you're doing, your third eye will, your first eye will become open. Now, as you continue to go on your journey, it's going to be needed because, again, you got to be well studied, because that's how you build your, aura and magnetic force field and your protection with how you take care of yourself. And we've been told it's a simple, basic signs of health, the points of health, where you know how to take care of yourself, right? And that's, with how you eat, nourishment, food, fruits and vegetables, right? That's the best for you, right? Exercise, much water, make sure you getting a good soul food, right knowledge of self, right? Positive prayer, positive meditation, positive thinking, thoughts. And that's basically it. And that's just the basics, right? We try to keep things simple so people can understand. So all these things that people are consuming and putting themselves, having, more exposure to certain things, we got to learn how to be mindful of what we tune into and what we tune into with our minds is very important, because you begin to feed your mind whatever you're feeding it, whether that's nonsense or, the distractions of it all, or just pure entertainment. We have to be mindful of what we tune into, because the time, that can catch up and distract you from your spiritual journey and purpose. And you must understand that you want to feed your mind proper nourishment so your mind can be right. And that's what's most important. Feed your mind what can help you and not for the worst of you. That's going to help you along your journey, right? Things that you need to know and that radical action you need to put in to be a good example of that, right? Continuing to work on yourself, making mistakes, learning from them, staying clear from the traps of it all, being focused. And sometimes that is needed for you to get with yourself, because You got all this stuff happening around you. You can't really see clear, and there's so much going on. So you can hear, right? And hear yourself and hear your spiritual guides, right? You understand that all of it is for you to learn and grow and develop your inner being, right? And with the third eye experience I had, the first eye experience I had, it's a beautiful thing when you realize that, you have help. And whether people know it or not, they're with you. So this is encouragement for you all. If you want that to happen for you, you have to begin to study and know yourself. And oh man, they'll begin to show you some things you never seen before. And it is to be a beautiful thing. But learning through the process of, going through it all, you're going to have many different emotions, right? So that's another thing about that. And if you're well studied, oh yeah. And, the scriptures and the ancient texts, you'll be good. Right. Because some people say, it can have different experiences on the negative side of things. Because, yeah, it can, because when you open your third eye, you are tapping into the spiritual world. And that's real. But you got to make sure that what you're doing and what you're tapping into, and you're not just tapping into on your own. You got to be knowing what you're doing. Talk well studied in things. And if you've been well studied, internally, outwardly, externally, you will see the results. And you begin to see your descendants and your ancestors right in front of you through time. They will begin to show themselves to you. And just saying that all of it, this is a lifetime journey. So you're going to learn and grow as you go on. And stuff will be told to you more as you go on. And there's certain lessons that you got to learn to get to the next lesson, or to learn something else and then get to that next stage. Because all of it is to prepare you for the journey ahead. So you got to be well learned and taught and studied to understand what's happening around you and in you, and understand more of who you are. So it's needed. All of it is needed for growth and development. And through time, you'll begin to see the results. But you got to be patient with yourself, and you got to put forth radical action. It's got to be the most important thing to you. Your destiny, your purpose in life. Just really do. Because, again, this is the reason why you're here. To get yourself right. And not fall into the ways of the world. And be counted amongst the ones that are going to be counted on this planet. Really. And so it's needed. All of it is needed. All of the scrolls, all of the scriptures are needed. Because you need that good soul food. Your soul is wanting you to wake it on up. But it's on you to decide how you maneuver and what you put your time into. Because we got time, is what you're choosing to put your time into. And make way for what is most important to you. And if you think that, partying and all this other stuff is the most important thing to you, you'll see your results. If you think that doing your studies and getting in that scriptures and, the ancient texts is important to you, then you'll see the results. It's all about your focus and what you focus on. And again, what you focus on grows. So again, family, we got to be mindful, and we got to be focused on what truly matters to us. And if you're saying out your mouth that that's what I want that to happen for me, it can. You just got to make a choice. You got to decide what's more important for you. You got to decide for yourself spiritually. You ready? Because again, family, it's a choice. Everything is a decision. And again, remember, all these things people be putting out a whole bunch of different traps on your path. So just know, if your focus is the Most High, you're going to be good. And everything will be moving for your highest good. Oh yeah, it's a lot of experiences you're going to have. It's a lot of lessons you're going to learn. At the time, you'll begin to see clear. Once you begin to cleanse yourself from everything that you hold on to that you think is oh so dear. Because in reality, you came in this world alone. You're going to be leaving it alone. And we have to learn how to sometimes detach, because that can hold you back. So remember this. And know that the Most High is with you and in you. And how you create that paradise within is remember that all day, every day, and continue to work toward becoming closer to the Most High. All right now, so I'm going to leave it at that for now. Again, omnipotent Jesus is the way, the truth, and the light. Timeless horrors. Okay? Remember that. And know that. Remember that. Because he's appointed over us. Right? I want to tell y'all that as well. So don't get it twisted out here with all these people that got so much to say but don't have the knowledge that you need. Because a lot of people feel like I don't need to read to get messages from Most High or the cosmos or whatever you want to call it, right? Let me just tell y'all this. That is so far from the truth. Because if you expect them to get ready for a pickup and you're not well studied and you don't know what's happening or what's going on and know who you are, because it's about knowing the truth and the truth will make you free. That's how you get picked up. You got to be made free. You got to know the truth to be made free, right? That's your golden ticket. So, and it applied to your life. It's the journey. You got to apply what you know too. You can't just be reading it. You got to apply. And get rid of those bad habits and cleanse yourself and purify yourself. It's real, family. I'm just telling you because I've been through it. And again, when you make this your only purpose in life, the Most High will show you so many beautiful things. So don't get it twisted out here and with all these distractions making you feel like the Most High doesn't exist. Because they were telling you so many lies. Don't listen to the lies. Because they don't want you to get spiritually in tune. They don't want you to know who you are. They don't want you to get out of here when the time comes. They want you to be left behind out here. So you got to remember, and you know who's who through the fruit that they bear. And our master teacher got all the fruit. And so much more. I'm just saying. Through my experience. All right now. So I'm going to leave it at that for now. If you have any questions, you can leave it in the comment section. I'll be happy to answer. On that note, hope you all know that you are loved beyond this world and in it. Begin to spread the love one to another. Be the peace that you seek. Release our master teacher, Dr. Malachi L. Peace, shalom, hashtag divine love, family, and watching. And it's all.